Yes guys, how you all doing? My name is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. We are officially 2 days away from getting our hands on FIFA 22, the web app and the EA Access releases around 4 to 6 PM on Wednesday the 22nd. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the last FIFA 22 starter team I'm going to be doing before the official game releases. We've got a somewhat unique hybrid team and yeah, it's going to be saucy. So guys, are you excited for FIFA 22? Are you going to be playing EA Access? Are you just going to check out the web app before release, guys? Let me know down below. And if you are excited, drop me a like on this video. Let's see if we can hit at least 10. So to start off this team, we've got a player who I literally had no clue who he was playing for anymore. He was a big time star a couple of years ago. I believe he played for Barcelona. We got St.Juste. Now playing his football for Valencia in the La Liga. He's pretty much got a carbon copy in regards to his card. If anything, his stats have gone up by +1s across the board. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't up him to an 82 overall. But being 81 is good for us because that is going to mean he is definitely going to be affordable. Any goalkeeper who's going to be in that 82 and below bracket should be very affordable early game. Now we get packed a lot. They're not quite in the board territory. And they're not definitely in the premium goalkeeper range. So St.Juste should be super cheap early game. And moving on up to the two centre backs. You would have seen them both on the thumbnail and in the title of this video. We'll start off with a young lad who I don't actually think is on FIFA 21. I believe this is going to be the first year he is in the game. As you can see by the name, it is Timber. So for your first year on FIFA, getting a 75 overall gold rare card with 83 pace, 75 dribbling, 75 defending and 79 physical. It's not too shabby. Being 75 overall, he should be packed a fair bit, and his pace, you would think that would make him a little bit on the expensive side. However, as you would have seen by the previous squad builders I've done, 83 pace on a defender is actually quite low this year. It is ridiculous. EA are super juicing the centre backs. I'm all here. I'm all for it. I'm excited to see how the gameplay is going to be with that. The 83 pace is very, very nice, and I believe he got a goal and a clean sheet this weekend just gone. And if you guys don't know, the weekend's games just gone. They are going to be the games that Team of the Week 1 is going to be based off. Ajax did end up winning like 7-0, 9-0 or 8-0 or something. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't pick him out of the players. But 1 goal and a clean sheet, there's potential there. And if he does get an inform, it's going to be a super juicy inform at that. And this man's centre-back partner is a sweaty old boy. I cannot spell players' names to save my life today, guys. We got Jeremiah St.Juste. And yes, the stats you are seeing, the 91 pace, that is legit. Apparently this is the stats that he is going to have going into FIFA 22. There was a leak a few weeks ago, 87 pace on the card. Apparently that's not it. Apparently that was made up and completely fake. Everybody is now confirming that this man is going to have 91 pace, which I guess makes sense. He had 85 pace on a silver card last year round, and the way EA is super juicing centre backs, him going up to 91, it sounds about right. The rest of the card looks solid as well. 78 defending, 73 physical, and 74 dribbling. 76 overall, should get packed quite a bit. However, let's be real, this man is going to be insanely expensive. And if EA mess up like they pretty much always do early game and give him like that 10k price bracket, he's going to be extinct. He's going to be so hard to get straight away. And I can imagine him sitting at about 50k, in all honesty. A centre-back with 91 pace. It's unheard of. We've not had something like this in years. Two centre-backs look absolutely solid. And moving over to the left-back, we got a man who has to be here purely to get chemistry into St.Juste. It is the man, St.Juste. He's actually got himself a downgrade from a 77 last year all the way down to a 75. And he looks pretty poor. He needs to get in the gym to up that physical. The pace 77 isn't really anything to shout about. 80 dribbling is nice on the card. Defensively needs a bit of fine tuning as well. The passing stat is pretty good. Should be super affordable. Not really much to shout about. The only thing that could make this man premium is the fact that he gets a strong link into St.Juste, but that's about it. Swapping things over and heading back to the right back, we got another Ajax baller who goes by the name that I'm probably going to absolutely butcher, Mazraoui. Now Mazraoui's been hooked up. He's gone from a 77 all the way up to an 80, and they have niced this card. We get 82 pace, 81 dribbling, 75 defending, still needs to work on the physical a little bit, 74 passing and 61 shooting. Super well-rounded starting right back. The pace and dribbling is great to see. Defending is fantastic. Probably chem style wise, you're looking at an anchor. You know how the game is. Pace is pretty much all that matters early game. And especially if you want to keep up with these centre-backs who need that little boost in pace, definitely for St.Juste as well. An anchor or a shadow on both of these boys. Definitely fine-tune that physical a little bit. But that is the back five. What are we thinking so far? A bit juicy. It gets better, trust me. Moving on up into the centre-mid position, we've got a man who has had a massive upgrade this year round. He was a 70 overall silver in FIFA 21. we have got Gravenberch. So a 78 overall gold in FIFA 22, and they have made this man a well-rounded starter beast. Pretty much as well-rounded as it gets. The only stat that is lacking is the defending and the physical. So definitely an anchor chem on this guy as well, just to up the pace and defense and physical stats. And you're going to have a Yaya Toure-esque baller. 82 dribbling, amazing. 74 shooting, 77 passing is great. For a 78 overall as well. I'm getting Sissoko flashbacks. I don't know about you guys, but this man is going to be insanely exciting early game. Shouldn't be too expensive. He plays for Ajax. Obviously, you've got some nice links. You get hyperlink into Timber down here, or Mazraoui, or other Ajax boys like Neres, Kudus, and Anthony. I think his name is the 5-star skill Brazilian boy. But he should be somewhat affordable. I mean, I say that, you never know. So our second midfielder is a man whose name I always spell wrong. That shouldn't be a surprise to you guys, because I always spell players' names wrong. There he is, Abdoulaye Doucouré. So Doucouré's got himself a +1 upgrade from a 78 overall CDM in FIFA 21 up to a very respectable 79 centre mid in this game round. And he is super well-rounded as well, very similar to Gravenberch. He's got decent pace, decent shooting and passing. Dribbling, defending and physicality are actually really solid on this card. He reminds me of Sissoko last year. Very similar to Gravenberch, as I said. These two boys here are going to be absolute box-to-box unit. Probably the more defensive out of the two. Definitely have Gravenberch pushing a bit forward and keep Doucouré kind of sitting in this 4-3-3. But this man is insanely exciting, especially in the real world. I watched him play against Burnley, I believe it was. Not the toughest opponent, but still a very solid Premier League team. And he played, dare I say it, like Yaya Toure. Carrying the ball from his box, pinging passes, scoring goals, doing backflips, you name it, this man was doing it. So the third midfielder, it'd be rude not to. I've already said his name like 4 times in this video. We've got Moussa Sissoko. Now Moussa's actually got himself a -1 downgrade. They've nuked his pace a little bit, nuked the passing, nuked the dribbling. It's actually pretty brutal. Considering it's only gone down by 1 overall, they have murked his card. But still, he has 87 physical, 75 defending. His biceps are bigger than buildings. He's going to be a brick wall in the middle of that midfield. I'm not going to lie, this midfield three is insanely exciting. Super well-rounded cards, offer a lot physically and defensively, but also offer quite a bit going forward. Sissoko last year was incredibly expensive early game for 79. 30 to 50k for at least the first month, which is insane. That downgrade may have tanked his price a little bit, I'm hoping, but he's still going to be somewhat in that premium bracket for starter centre mids. The rest of the boys, Doucouré should be very affordable. He was cheap as chips last year round. And here's the hope in Gravenberch as well. So thoughts so far, are you enjoying this one, guys? Because it's about to get better. Brace yourselves. We're going to start off with the right midfielder. And this man, I am so hyped to try next year. I'm not actually sure what his rating was on FIFA 21. We're about to find out. 70. It's Noni Madueke. And he has been given a +7 upgrade. All the way to 77 overall this year. His pace has gone from 78 to 90. I don't know how that increase has happened. This man has got rapid out of nowhere. 83 dribbling, hopefully 4-star skills as well on the card. The only place you're really lacking is the finishing and the passing. Looks pretty inconsistent, so definitely look to boost that up with a chem style. Physical and defending, that's fine. Being 62 and 36, he should be fine. But definitely utilise the pace and the dribbling. Get down the wing, whip it into the big man you're going to see in the middle. You'll see him in a minute. And the other left winger, just try and utilise his stats to the best of his ability, and he's going to be epic. I'm insanely excited to try him out this year. Hopefully he's affordable. He is English in a pretty unique league, so that offers nice hybrid opportunities, as you can see by the team that I'm doing here. But here's the hoping that he's a little bit on the cheap side. Heading over to the left wing this time round, we got a man who had an unreal team this season. He was like the most sought after card for a couple of weeks when he got released. It's not John Barnes. It's, Harvey Barnes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain Harvey picked up a really bad injury last season and he missed a lot of football because of it. Still managed to pick him up that team of the season, which was fantastic. And he has been nice. A little upgrade, a +2 on the card. And in decent stats, the dribbling goes up to 81, only a +1. You get a +3 on the pace up to 86. Shooting 77. Passing 76. Physical also goes up to a 63. So a nice little upgrade for the man. But unfortunately, he's in that kind of weird bracket in regards to Premier League wingers. He's not super high overall like your Zaha's or your Sterling's in that kind of bracket, but he's sat in that kind of bracket where there's not many options. You've got Saka, I believe he's a 79 or an 80 overall left midfielder, so him and Harvey may be a little bit on the expensive side early door. And of course, you can use any Premier League left midfielder in this position. It doesn't have to be Harvey Barnes, he doesn't have to be English. As long as he's in the Premier League, you can rock him here. But I want to mix it up. I want to give Harvey Barnes a bit of love, because he's a player that I didn't really use too much last year round. I enjoy watching him in the real world, and I definitely look to pick him up this year. Now to finish off this team, can you guess who this is going to be? Just take a little guess, look at the team. If you get it, then fair play to you. I'm giving you a round of applause. We got a big man. A big man who likes leaping like a salmon and finding the back of the net. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So Big DCL has gone from a 79 to an 81 overall. And who remembers his Premier League Player of the Month card at the start of last year? 84 overall card. Everybody had him. Or at least majority of people picked him up early game because he was that kind of meta striker. He's a very similar build this year around. Definitely still got the height and the physicality to his game. They have kept the pace at 83. The shooting's definitely gone up a little bit, as well as the passing, and the dribbling has been upped a little bit as well. So a big physical player in the middle, which is great. You can link up the wingers nicely. And overall, this whole team is a physical unit. You got some big geezers who like throwing their weight about, which is great. And the defence is absolutely lightning, while the centre-backs are. Sin Cara and Mazraoui let him down a little bit. But apart from that, the team looks super solid, guys. What do you think? Get down in the comment section and let me know if there's a player you would swap out here. Would you use a different left winger instead of Harvey Barnes? Are you not a fan of Mazraoui or Sin Cara? And how would you mix it up? I'd like to hear your thoughts. But anyway, guys, the next video may potentially be the first FIFA 22 video on this channel. I may take tomorrow off to kind of prep some thumbnails and get some stuff ready. But I'm insanely excited. If EA do kind of release some news tonight at 6 PM, I may do a little kind of catch-up video. I'll see how it is. I'll see really what happens. If the full database comes out, there'll definitely be a video tomorrow. But anyway, until next time, I'll be Morsey. I hope you enjoyed. As always, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you soon.